Gonna do a little Qigong for a minute. You could join if you want. Maybe like 15 minutes or something. Yeah. Or some kind of level. Yeah, you're gonna just stand next to it. Welcome. And do a little wood element Qigong. What I'm doing is just standing in and reaching the prints of my toes into the earth without curling them. So I'm not grabbing, but I'm pressing. And pressing the head top in counterpoint to that. And release the press. Press the balls of the feet, the large and the small ball of each foot, and the head top. So sky and soil. Very little to see externally. Release. And then the head top and the heel, down and up, pressing, lengthening, reaching, pressing, pressing, pressing. And release. I'm going to press the toe prints, the balls of the feet and the heel all press down. The arch and the head top press up, which will probably feel quite engaging in your legs, maybe even the pelvic floor. 2 elements up, 3 elements down, or 3 elements on each foot. Now the whole of the foot reaches down, all as a unit, as well as the palms. Palms reach down enough to draw the shoulders with them. The shoulder blades draw in to the spine and down towards the heel. The whole of the palm reaches down, not just the heel. The whole of the foot presses down. Back of the neck lengthens, the crown of the head reaches. Release. Fingers to the side, same exercise. Back of the neck lengthens, crown of the head reaches, soles of the feet, sole of the hand presses into the earth. Reaches, roots, extends, lengthens, presses. Release, and then behind. If this strains your shoulders, I can be sort of behind and to the side where my fingers are pointing. And I learned this as a 180 of the fingers. Press the whole palm down levelly. Try not to just push the heel of the palm down to find level, but press the whole of the palm down. Feet down, head and neck rising. Release. Stepping out. Good. Drawing the energy up to the liver and down. Stepping together. Stepping out. Other side. Drawing in, up to the lower organs, and then down as well. Stepping up, bringing the feet together, stepping out the other foot, rotating this big arc, thumbs down, drop the tailbone, draw the earth energy in, up the inner legs, up to the lower organs, the lower jaw, and back down. Careful to sink the tailbone here as well. Bring that outer leg in, and then the other leg will step the other direction. So we kind of keep coming back to center. And learn to spend more time here if you're having difficulty in the gallbladder and liver. Maybe a lack of kindness or an excess of anger. Spend a little bit more time there. And here we're just going through as a warm-up. Up, down, just a light massage. Inhale when you come up, drawing that energy in. Come back into center. And feel into the arches of the feet. Feel the buttocks soft, tailbone sinking, shoulders melting, eyes on the horizon, round shape held with ease. When you do this right, you'll hear a car driving by, and very clear to you. Today was a wood element day. The quality of the tree involves being alive, perhaps being sentient, and not moving, not having locomotion. There's movement in a tree, right? The lengthening in the cells opposite the sun, the growth, the movement from the breeze, the movement from the rain and the snow. But there's no locomotion. A tree must have some sense of here and not there that goes unbroken the whole life. And yet every moment, the tree reaches both down and up. So in its here, it has a lengthening, a reaching, a growing. So in here we're rooting, we're reaching into the earth, we're reaching up to the light. We're allowing the bones to support us, the breath to support the bones, the mind to support the breath. Tree holding. Elbows sinking, shoulders melting, wrists buoyant, fingers alive, palms hollow, head suspended, eyes on the horizon, breath in the nose, backs of the knees soft. Okay, lower. Okay, so I want to turn here without turning the hips. So rotating the spine. Once we say don't turn the hips, people are going to want to just turn the shoulders, bring the shoulder blade back, bring the shoulder forward. But I want to tune into the spine, rotate the spine as far as it goes. Bring the hands, pinkies outward, and then drawing the energy up the side. Okay. And then rotating the spine. So if these fingers are dripping water, it'd be on the top of my head. So I'm not in front here. Okay. So this is one of those looks far easier than it is. I think for most people the challenge is, can I really just turn from that vertical center line? Okay. So the awareness here is on this whole tuxedo line, the side of the body, but I'm not rounding my head to look. I can lower my gaze a bit here and draw this up. Passes the head over the top where we have the start of the gallbladder, which rather circles the top of the skull and the sides of the skull. So tune into your center line and rotate. Rotating from that center, and then feel the release again back down through the systems of the body. Rotating. This is a pretty grand gesture, but I don't have a sense of reach here. It's just big. I'm fairly relaxed. Rotate. Keeping the hips pointing where your feet are pointing. Sometimes I'll do this one, I'll just come in, check in on the liver spleen, or just the liver, and then continue the exercise. So if that feels appropriate, hang out there, breathe, much like we did on the other one where we come up into the lower jaw. Turn on that center line, drawing the energy up the side, the mind up the side, turning the center line again, feeling the fingers hanging like willow branches, and then we rotate open and open. Twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as we twist, which is usually how things go in Qigong. Exhale on the twist. Standing here with the Norway spruce, the gray birch, the white cedar, the blue spruce. All behind us here, the bald cypress is well behind us, the golden weeping willows far behind us. Go just over the head, rotate the forearms, feel the wrists and hands flop. In different stances, I'll do a similar version of this where I'm actually folding over, reaching down to the ankle to draw that energy up the side. Okay, we'll do a version of the tree. So up, sit, fall, up, sit, fall, up meaning straightening the knees, sit meaning bend the knees. When I say straighten the knees, I don't mean to lock them, just to straighten the knees. So up, I get a little taller here, and then I settle into Zanswang, which I could hang out in for a while. Maybe a few minutes, although we've already held the posture today. Let these fall while the body is unchanging, right? Branches on a tree. The tree remains, the branch falls. And then up, right? Xylem and phloem, up and down. Fall. Fall. So I'll give you the profile view, kind of. So up and then down. So hopefully you guys can read that on the camera. Let them fall. Lift the energy on here. Similar idea here to the lift. We're going to lift, come up to the toes, bring the hands together, and then lower. Good. Coming up. I've learned a few versions of this where the hands come together in space or palms or interlocking. I tend to do just fingertips. And then slowly lowering the heels. Finding yourself centered, little round from the elbows back to the center. Little sink like we were just doing, and then up like a pneumatic lift here, slowly coming up. Maybe holding this for a breath or so, and then slowly lowering yourself down. Do one more of those. We'll start to think about finishing here. Rather have that spruce shape here at that sort of tapered top. Do a little releasing the turbid wood practice here. Exhale, feel the bicep close to the breast or chest. Probably rubbing, but if it's not rubbing and it's just fairly proximate, you're okay. I'm aiming to do this kind of perpendicular to the direction of my feet, so I'm right off to my side here. I usually do this with a wood sound. A good wood expression looks like punching practice. And this is a nice cleansing, clearing for wood after wood practice. A very similar kind of shape rather than what we might see something like this when we're practicing expressing it. So teeth apart, tongue on the roof of the mouth, exhale. Inhale. Cleansing, spirit, releasing, settling, clearing. Cleansing, releasing, settling, clearing the mind, heart. Inhale through the nose. Cleansing, clearing, settling, releasing the physical being. And once towards the future, what people call prayer. We have once with an eye towards this very moment, which we call greeting. And the last time, I'll step the left foot into the right. The last way is we have an eye towards the past, and thanks. Thank you all.